This library was once the archive maintained by an elven mystic named Elysara, the Keeper of Knowledge. It housed the land's most profound secrets. However, after Elysara vanished, the library's whereabouts were lost. Legend says the library is protected by guardians, traps and puzzles to test the worthiness of those who seek its knowledge. Hello, welcome and thanks for clicking on this video. Today I will play the Forgotten Library of Elysara, a pre-made one-page dungeon by the Department of Unusual Observation. And I will play it with the 4 Against Darkness rules, a 4 Against Darkness team. As you can see, I've already made the characters. And what else will I use? I try to do it in the RPG-ish way, so a solo RPG with the 4 Against Darkness rule set. But we don't have to draw a dungeon. It won't be a classic 4AD dungeon crawling because we have a pre-made map. I put this fog here for you, but of course I've seen the map and I will show you in a minute. So what else will I use? First of all, I have the story, the Forgotten Library of Elysara, and with this we have an Encounters D8 random table and a Books D12 table. And I don't know, or I'm not sure where I will use the books, but for the encounters, I will also use the Recluse Oracle. And here is the summary of this oracle, and there is a but and end rule for this oracle, and the encounters, as I just read some of these possible results, can be positive and can be negative too. So I decided that in any case when I should use the but or and rule, I will roll for an encounter. That's how I will play this oracle. And what else do we have? In the Forgotten Library of Elysara document, there is one page for the dungeon and for the description of the rooms. There is the page with the random tables, and there is a third table with the possible endings. There are 3 possible endings, and I haven't read those yet. And there are 2 other pages. And behind this secret block, you will see, and I didn't even read a word about this secret part. This is a 2-page ladder, and it is clear that it will be somehow connected to the end game, to the end of the dungeon, but I didn't read it, so this is a secret for me too. So let's see our characters and how the story goes. First of all, this is a Forgotten Library. As you could hear in the intro, we don't know where it is yet exactly. And Lelos, our cleric, he is an elf cleric. He is the one looking for this as kind of the main goal of his career, as well as Opharis, the wizard. So they are the ones in different places of the world. They are just looking for the place of this library when they realize by a conversation that they are working on the same project, as we can call it. So Lelos and Opharis changed some letters, and there is a hint, there is a clue that maybe the entrance is hidden somewhere in the elfish wood. They have to look for the oldest oaks, the oldest trees of this wood. So Lelos and Opharis decided to meet in this elvish wood, and they both brought a helper with them. So Lelos brought Linella, another elf. She's classically the elf class from the 4 Against Darkness game. And Opharis brought some power, some strength. So Piotr will be the warrior of the team. That's how I built up this setup. A cleric, an elf cleric with another elf, and a human wizard with a human warrior. So now we have the team, and they arrive to a suspicious trunk, and this is our first room actually in the dungeon. Let's see what is in there and how our story goes. In the heart of the elfish wood, the oldest oak holds a secret. A hidden door lay in its bark, waiting for a hand to be placed upon it and the right word to be spoken. Let's imagine the team is arriving to a suspicious trunk, and they have to find this entrance to the dungeon, to the Forgotten Library. So I think as we don't have a rogue, we cannot look for hidden doors, but Lelos and Opharis both has the past, the experience about looking for this entrance, and they've read about how the others tried to find this Forgotten Library. So I assume that Lelos and Opharis can try to recognize if there is a door. So it is time for the first roll, and let's say Lelos was the one finding this suspicious trunk, and let's see what the oracle says. Is this the entrance of the Forgotten Library or not? And as he already has knowledge about this Forgotten Library and the woods, and we have to find this entrance, I say it is an even chance, so we will use 2 dice. The first one is the yes, if it's highest. If the second one is the highest, it's a no, and we have some other special possible results. So the question is this the trunk Lelos found is the entrance of the Forgotten Library? Let's roll with 2 dice. The first is the yes, the second is the no. And it is a yes, it is a full yes with a 6 result. So yeah, Lelos found the entrance of this Forgotten Library. And as the text said, waiting the hidden door, waiting for a hand to be placed upon it and the right word to be spoken. So the second thing we have to find out is if they know the right words to be spoken, so some kind of spell or magical text to read. Let's see if Lelos can do this. Let's say that Lelos has some knowledge about how to open these ancient doors, but we have to check if he knows exactly what is the correct wording in this case. So let's go with an oracle roll again. The first is yes, the second die is no. So does Lelos know the spell opening the door? It is a no. So it wasn't successful. And what was the other rolls? 4 and 5. So both are high rolls, meaning we will have an encounter. As we are not in the dungeon yet, I assume that we cannot use these type of encounters, so I will roll for actually vendoring monsters from the original 4 Against Darkness book, as all the characters are freshly made, so it's a level 1 party. I think it will be okay, so let's roll for what type of vendoring monsters do we have here. 3, meaning minions, and what type of minions? The result is 5. Let's check it. So the 5th result is these 3 trolls, level 5, and these are minions, at least they are just these 3, and they can have a treasure, and they cannot have a treasure as they are vendoring monsters, finding the team while Lelos is trying to open this door on the trunk. So we are sure that this is the entrance to the Forgotten Library, but we cannot open it, at least yet. So let's see how many trolls do we have here. 1, okay, it's 1 in a d3 too. So we have 1 troll to fight. And what is the troll's specialties? This troll is regenerating unless killed by a spell or unless a character uses 1 attack to chop an already killed troll to bits. We have only 1 troll, so this will be the situation, the solution, the chopping one. If this does not happen, roll a die for every killed troll on its next turn. On a 5 or 6, the troll will come back to life and continue to fight. Halflings, we don't have halflings, and the reactions, we don't have a dwarf, so this 1 troll will just fight our team. Okay, and this troll is a vendoring monster, so we will have to defend at first. And I assume that Lelos and Opharis are working hard to open this door, this hidden door leading to the library, while Piotr and Linella, basically this is the role why they are here, saving the other two. So Piotr and Linella are prepared for anything, and Linella's bow is in her hands, so Linella is the one attacking first to the troll, because she recognized that something is arriving, some danger is arriving. So Linella's shot. 3, meaning against the level 5 troll it is not enough, so this first shot was unsuccessful, and the troll arrives and attacks Piotr, as he's on the first place from these two. So let's roll for Piotr defense. 6, great, okay, it is exploding, but 6 is enough. So Piotr successfully defended against this troll arriving, and now is the chance to fight back. So an attack roll for Piotr. 3 plus level, which is 1, is 4, and the sword doesn't give any bonuses, so it is just not enough. As Piotr attacks with his sword, the troll is easily defending this attack. Okay, Linella is switching to her sword, so no attacks in this round, and the troll can attack Piotr, so let's roll a defense for Piotr. Oh, 1, so it's an automatic failure. Despite he has armor and shield, it is a so well-formed attack that now Piotr has 6 health. Okay, Piotr can attack again. 1. Okay, it's a total unsuccessful attack, so he was kind of shocked by the troll's hit and couldn't manage to hit back. And let's roll for the first attack with the sword for Linella. 3. Sword doesn't have any bonus. Plus L, which is plus 1. It's 4. It's not enough. Oh my! I thought it is only one troll, we can deal with it. Piotr has to defend again. Let's roll for it. 2. 2 plus 1 for the armor, plus 1 for the shield. It's still just 4, which is not enough. So another hit from the troll to Piotr. Now it's 5 life what he has. Okay, Piotr fights back with his sword. 3 plus 1 for the level is 4. Okay, hopefully Linella can hit this troll. 6, yes, exploding, but 6 will be enough, because 6 plus 1 is 7, and finally the troll is killed, and of course they both start to chop the body of the troll, not to be able to regenerate. So that was the troll's fight, and we have killed 1 minion, so I just put it here, kind of a tracker that we already killed 1 minion. Okay, now this happened while Lelos was trying to open it, and it didn't work. So now it's Opharis' turn to try to open the door to the Forgotten Library with a special spell or some special words. So let's use the oracle and ask if Opharis does know the correct words to open the door. The first die is yes, the second die is no. Let's roll. Ooh, it is a double 2. So it means that the question is wrong. There is something in my question which is not correct, so I cannot get an answer for it. So the question was, if does Opharis know the correct words? Maybe these are not words. Maybe we have to sing a song. I mean, elf. The Elysara was an elf. We have Lelos as an elf, and they have thousands of years of culture. So maybe we have to look for the solution in the elfish culture. So Opharis doesn't know these things, and I think he is not able to open this door at all because he's not an elf, not knowing the elfish words we need here. Okay, then Linella also can try, as now we know that some ancient elfish song can open this door. The double 2 is one thing, so I corrected the question on the situation, but these both were small rolls, so another encounter can happen. Okay, will happen actually, because it says. So before Linella tries anything, we have another encounter. Let's roll for Wandering Monsters in the same way. 3, it is minions again. 4. Okay, let's see what is the fourth minion. D6 plus 1 orcs. Let's see how many orcs attacking us. Oh, 6, okay. So we have 7 orcs. And this attack happens while Opharis tries to open the door and realizing he's not capable at all. Yeah, do it in the same way and we'll see if Lelos will join the fight or not. Because 7 orcs is a little bit more than 1 troll. And they are also level 4, so the troll was level 5, but level 4 is not much easier. And they are Wandering Monsters, so they attack immediately. We have only time for 1 shot by Linella. So let's roll for it. And Linella is an elf, so she has some advantage against the orcs. 6, exploding. Okay, 7. Plus 1 versus the orcs. It's 8. It's enough for 2 orcs. Okay, let's imagine that the 7 orcs are running here. And of course 7 orcs is a larger group, so 2 of them are behind each other, and Linella recognizes this opportunity, and with 1 shot she kills 2 orcs. So now we have only 5 orcs. Now it is time for the orcs attack, and they are 5. They are arriving to Piotr and Linella, and Opharis is in the background, so I assume that Lelos is also available to attack. So we have 3 characters who has to defend, but 5 times. Okay, everybody will defend once at first. 2 for Lelos, 6 for Piotr, and 4 for Linella. So 4 plus armor is 5. Okay, Linella is okay, Piotr is okay, but Lelos with the result of 2 plus 1, it's not enough. So Lelos, he was the one least prepared for an attack, focusing more on the door and how to open it. So unfortunately he wasn't aware of this attack. And now 2 more orcs for Piotr and Linella, I guess. Let's roll defense. 3 for Piotr and 5 for Linella, so 5 plus 1 armor, it's enough, and 3 plus 1 is 5, so it is also enough. Okay, now it is time to attack, and Linella is switching from bow to sword, so she cannot attack. Piotr can attack. Let's roll for his attack with his sword against an orc. 3 plus 1 as his level is 4, which is enough for 1 other orc. Now we have 4 orcs, and Lelos was just realized what is happening, so I believe he's quick enough. Yeah, he's an elf. He has agility. Okay, let's roll for an attack for Lelos versus the orcs. It is 3 plus 1 for the 2-handed mace, which is 4, and it is enough for another orc. Now they are only 3, and we have to defend, so Lelos, Piotr and Linella can defend once each. 4, 3, 4. Okay, 4 plus 1, it's enough. 3 plus 1 plus 1, oh, it's enough. And 4 plus 1 again, it's enough. be defended fully. Great, and now we can attack, and all can attack. Linella switched to her sword, so let's first attack with Linella this time. 5, okay. +1, it is 7. Oh, almost 2 orcs, but just 1. So now we have 2 more orcs in this fight. And let's attack with Piotr. I mean, Piotr will attack with his sword. It is a total failure, a total miss. The orcs just run away from this attack. And now we have an attack with Lelos. 2 +1 is 3, which is not enough. Okay, 2 orcs left. Let's defend with Piotr and Linella. 3 and 6. 6 is success, okay, and Piotr 3 +1, which is 5, so enough. Okay, attack. Yes, Piotr attacks. Piotr doesn't attack. Okay, Lelos with the 2-handed mace. 6, great. +2 is 8, which is enough for the 2 orcs. Yeah, with level 4. Okay, now we managed to kill the orcs. They were wandering monsters, so no treasure. But we have another minion counting for XP roll. Okay. Now, this happened while Opharis realized that he is not able to open the door of the Forgotten Library, and maybe Linella can solve the situation just by being an elf. So, does Linella know the song they have to sing to open the door? Okay, if the first is higher, it's a yes. If the second is higher, it's a no. Okay, it's a no, and they were both high rolls, but we are already fought 2 monsters, and I didn't roll if there are any wandering monsters. I assume there are wandering monsters, so this time I say nothing else will happen because it happened already 2 times, but Linella couldn't manage to open the door or remember this song. And now let us realize what is happening here, and the first try was with words, with a spell, so that's why he wasn't successful. And now maybe he has a chance to sing this ancient elfish song. The question is, does Lelos know this song? Yes! A 4 and a 1, so no encounters in any rules, but it was success. So Lelos managed to open the door. He sang this beautiful ancient elfish song, and the massive oak creaks, then splits open, revealing a dark passage under the ground. And now I delete this fog here, so you can see we have a whole underground library here. And we are now in this spiral staircase, and we can move to the second area. This is a room. Let's see where we arrive. Twisting roots sprawl along the entrance leading into the dark room. On the moss-slick walls, portraits of elven library keepers stare down. Nameplates are unreadable except for the last, which reads Elysara. And we have a special rule here, by the description. If players speak any louder than a whisper here, the portraits come alive with a collective shriek. So we have to know if they are speaking. And there wasn't any sign about they have to be quiet, so I think after these fights and with these injuries, they are finally going down. So they are chit-chatting about their success, their first success, and they are activating these portraits, and they come alive with a collective shriek. So a constitution saving throw is required to resist the urge to faint. Okay, we don't have constitution in 4 Against Darkness, but we know that they can roll against fear, so there are skill rolls or this type of rolls, and we can imagine that as they are first level characters, it is level 4 challenge. So let's see if they can actively survive or they are fainting. Let's roll for all the characters, so it will be 4 roll. Okay, so it was a level 4 roll, meaning 1 and 2 is not enough. The 2 elves. So Lelos and Linella isn't able to focus and to go through this room, and Opharis and Piotr just imagine in a role-playing way. They don't really understand what is this effect on the 2 elves, because they hear something, but it is just not affecting them. So maybe it's an elfish trap, we can say. Okay, before we move through the next door, the door is magically locked with an elfish riddle etched into the door. So Opharis and Piotr, seeing that Lelos and Linella are kind of unconscious, they want to move to the next room, bring their comrades' bodies, and they will help in a silent room, hopefully them, to be conscious again. So Opharis sees this riddle. I have leaves but never grow, full of stories whispered low. Seek knowledge here but speak with care, for silence is the treasure there. And of course Opharis immediately knows that silence is the treasure, so here we are in a library, so maybe we should use whispering and not loud speaking. So and of course with this riddle, Opharis, I guess he knows the answer because they are in a library, so I of course know that this is a library, so the solution is a library, but I'm not sure if Opharis knows this. This is an easy riddle for an experienced wizard, so I guess this is a likely yes chance. So 3 dice, the first 2 will be the yes, the third one will be the no. Let's see which is the highest one. Oh, okay, the yes and the no are the same, so the question is not correct. Okay, what can be wrong with this question? Maybe Opharis doesn't know any riddles. Yeah, I can imagine he's kind of a high wizard, thinking about all the spells and magical words, but not able to think in a way as a rogue can think. So Opharis reads this riddle, but cannot imagine any possible solutions, any possible answers. Now it is Piotr's chance, but Piotr is a warrior, not really into these things like traps and reading and anything with riddles, so I think the chances are changing to unlikely. So 3 dice, first highest is yes, second, third highest is no. Does Piotr know the answer to this riddle? 1, 1, 2, really? Okay, so it is a no, and okay, it was unlikely. So they couldn't open the next door this way, and actually I've rolled 1, 1, 2, so all the 3 are low rolls, meaning encounter. Before we can move away, we have an unconscious Lelok, we have an unconscious Linella, we have Oferis and Piotr, and we will have an encounter before we can move on. Let's roll on this D8 table coming with the dungeon. It is an 8. What is 8? An echo spirit mimics the last character to speak. The third time this encounter is rolled, a full-bodied clone of the speaker emerges and attacks the original player. Okay, so we have to track it. An echo spirit mimics the last character to speak. The last character was Piotr. Something like, "What are these words? I hear the rhyming, but I have no idea about the solution." Okay, so we are still in the same room with the shrieking portraits, and not Oferis, not Piotr was able to open the door by the riddle. And now the only chance is to open it with force. So Piotr will be the one opening it with his sword, and it will be success, but it needs time. So I roll for vendoring encounters. Yeah, I guess vendoring encounters. So if I will use the rule from 4 Against Darkness. If I roll a 1, then some vendoring monsters arrive, but I will roll on the encounter table to see what is happening while Piotr is trying to open the door. So roll for vendoring monsters. 5. Okay, no vendoring monsters, I mean no encounters happening. So we are over the second room, and finally through this door they could arrive to room number 3. Room, it looks like a corridor, so if we have to fight I will use the corridor rules from 4 Against Darkness. Let's see what they find in this number 3 corridor. Roots snake along the floor and climb the walls like grasping hands, and cobwebs hang from the ceiling like dusty curtains. The air smells like dirt and old books. Up ahead, massive double doors block the way forward. Yeah, so we have this door here, and they cannot move through it easily. And there are 2 other doors leading to number 4 and number 5 rooms. Okay, there is nothing special here. Roots, cobwebs. Okay, so as Oferis and Piotr moves to this corridor, bringing Lelos and Inella's body, now this is the time to wake them up. So they are still unconscious because of this elfish shrieking, but fortunately they are moved away from the portraits, so they have a chance to wake up. I think we just need time, so I won't do any special rolls, but in the case of time we have to roll for vendoring monsters or vendoring something encounter. I don't know yet. Let's roll for it. 4, okay. Even with the corridor rules, with 1 and 2 results, it is 4, so it is kind of a safe place, and they have enough time, Oferis and Piotr, to wake up the elves, and they can move on. Yeah. Thinking about the bandages. Oh, Piotr is the only one who bought a bandage, but everybody has enough health, enough life, so they can move on. So these are the 2 options. I mean, before we enter through the big door to the stranger places of the library, there is a classical library room in number 4. So the team decided to move to this library room. Rows of tomes, collections, and leather-wrapped pages reach the ceiling of this room on every wall. The musty scent of old leather and dust fills the room. Towers of ancient books and handwritten pages crowd dusty tables. If players take time to examine the books more closely, they find a journal whose pages seem to respond to those who write within. Yeah, this is the Harry Potter kind of thing. You can prompt players to interact by having them read, "You are most certainly not Elysara." Okay, first of all, this is a library, so the question is if they want to look for anything in this library, maybe the signs of Elysara or some secrets. And I assume that Lelos and Opharis, they are curious minds, excited that finally they found this forgotten library, so of course they want to know what is in it there. So, if players take time to examine the books more closely, they find a journal. My question is an easy thing. Does Lelos find this journal? If yes, yes. If no, Opharis is the other option. So, does Lelos find the journal? First die yes, second die no. Let's see which is the highest. 4-1, okay, yes, and no similarities, so no other things happen. Lelos is the one who found this strange journal. It seems empty at first. Lelos shows it to Opharis, and the others are curious too, why they store in a very special place, in a kind of a first place in the row, so it can be something important, but it seems empty. What can be the secret of this book, this empty book? Lelos and Opharis are the only ones who can realize or try to write in and realize what is happening here. So my question is, does Lelos recognize what kind of book is this? Yes or no? It is even, so still 2 dice. Yes, a total yes. Okay. Lelos finds this empty book, and as he shows to the others, he instantly tells that, "I've learned about this. I think if we try to write something in it, it will answer our questions." So Lelos does as he said and sit down to one of the desks and just write a short sentence, "Hello." After a little bit of time, this word disappears magically, and the answer is, "You are most certainly not Elysara." And Lelos realizes that, okay, this can be Elysara's journal, so he asks the first question, "Is Elysara here?" But the journal's answer is, "You are most certainly not Elysara." And it happens that they spend enough time to, I have to roll for something, vendoring encounter, and Lelos can ask anything. Opharis tries it too. The answer is always the same, "You are most certainly not Elysara." So they have this strange journal, and I think Lelos put it to his backpack. Of course, this is a library, so I think this is the time when we can use this books table, what else they find here. So let's roll with D12 for an interesting book, for Opharis, maybe. 3, meaning Fungus Among Us, a mycologist's guide to the Underdark by Myconid Sage. Okay, based on the title, I think if after this dungeon, after this adventure, if Opharis will read it, he will have knowledge about fungus, so he can gain a trait, maybe, to have some advantage versus fungi folks and the other fungi type of creatures. Great, okay. And now, because they've spent enough time here, I roll for vendoring events. 1. Okay, something is happening, and it is the 8 table, so let's see what is it. 3, meaning a book within sight displays a curious property that would give cause for investigation. Yes, we are in a library. This could include, but is not limited to, glowing, floating, voices, shaking, or something reaching out from between the pages. Okay, so while Lelos found the journal, Opharis found another interesting book next to the fungus book, and it works strangely. Let's roll what book it is, and it will help us understand the strange things. Number 4, The Elven Blade, A History of Swordsmanship by Elroyer Moonshadow. Okay, we found this book too. I track it. And Elven Blade, A History of Swordsmanship. So I think when Opharis opens this book, he can hear the clashing of the swords and the sounds of the fight, how the elves use these their special magical swords. It has a special sound, and with each clash the book is glowing suddenly, and it is a very interesting phenomenon. Instantly Opharis knows that he has to bring it back to the Wizards College, and they have to learn about it. Actually, there can be a conflict here because Linella and Lelos sees that this is something about the elfish history, and they cannot give it to Opharis so easily. But I believe that with the good connection between Lelos and Opharis, they can agree. Opharis will take this Elfen Blade, A History of Swordsmanship book with him, but keep in touch with Lelos, and after this examination of the book, maybe he can send it, Opharis can send it to Lelos to get it. Okay, so that happened in the library, so they move back to the corridor, to number 3. Let's roll for wandering encounters with corridor rules. 4, okay, nothing special. And we can move to room number 5. This room contains 2 long glass cases, one displaying exotic treasures from distant lands, and the other with aged scrolls and curious tools. There are 5 paintings on the walls that depict landscapes, but on closer inspection... Okay, now before reading more of this description, we have to decide what they are doing, what the team members are doing in this room. First of all, when they enter the room, they all shh. Just by seeing the pictures on the wall, shh, not a word. They've learned from their previous experiences in the room with the portraits, but then they realize these are just landscapes. By realizing, of course, they are looking at the pictures, so I guess they inspect it. We can roll if they find something. On closer inspection, the landscapes reveal a story, an ordered chronicle of Elysara's journeys. There is also a stone warrior guard. It stands guard, its gaze fixed on the chamber's riches. Anyone attempting to leave the room with one of these relics will activate the silent protector, who will guard the door and transform this room or wander into a battleground. Okay, so at first, as they entered to the room, they've seen these pictures, they shushed each other not to speak loudly, and as they check the pictures, they can see this story of Elysara's journey. I think I won't roll for it because it's understandable. They can see the different places, and as Lelos and Opharis already learned a lot about this place, Elysara, the library, and this whole story, they recognize the stages of Elysara's journey. So now the question is what Piotr and Linella do in the meantime. Of course, there are these artifacts and treasures, and let's see what they can find here. I will roll for treasure in the core book, and let's see if they want to steal it as kind of raiders, tomb raiders, in this case library raiders. So let's roll for treasure. 2, I know by heart it is 2d6 gold. So actually they see that the artifacts and the things in the displays are not really interesting. They seem old but not really valuable. but in one of the corners they see some ancient coins worth 7 gold pieces. The question is if 7 gold pieces is tempting enough to try to steal. Piotr has the least amount of money, so as I won't decide in every cases what my characters do, I'm more of a storyteller here, so I will ask the oracle about Piotr's feelings. Does Piotr want to steal these 7 gold pieces? And 7 is not much money, but he has only 2 gold pieces, so I say it takes it to even chance. So first die yes, second die no, which is the highest. Okay, second is the highest, so no. Piotr will say that, okay, it's just 7 gold pieces, not much, I don't want to steal anything from this sacred library as the other says it is secret, okay. And the roll says, both are high result, that some encounter happens, so let's roll for the encounters with the D8 table. 8. We already know that this is an echo spirit, and this is the second time we meet an echo spirit, and mimics the last character to speak. Okay, it is Piotr again, so this ghost, this spirit is kind of attached to Piotr and now echoing Piotr's words. I guess he's a bit annoyed by this, but the others are smiling and not really taking care of this spirit. It is harmless at the moment. Okay, so that was room number 5, and let's move back to the corridor. Let's see if wandering encounter is happening or not. 6, okay, it is peaceful. And now we can move through this huge door. What was it? A massive double door blocks the way forward. Okay, how to open this door? Because we don't have any special description for this door, so I think we don't have a rogue, we cannot lockpick it. I think Opharis will check it if the door is open or not, and maybe Opharis will find out it is magically locked. I'm not sure it's a good thing for us, but let's see. So the question is, Opharis checking the door. Is the door locked or not? This is the first real door, and I think there's a reason why it is there, but it is the first one, so I think the odds are even here. I roll with 2 dice. The first one is higher and they are far away, so no encounters will happen, and the yes dice is the higher, so yes, it is closed. Okay, additional question, is it closed magically or not? Oh, sorry, before we check it, I think if it's closed, it is likely that it is closed magically because of the whole library Elysara magical things here, so the whole environment feels for me that if it's closed magically, so I will roll with 3 dice. And yes, it is likely that it is closed magically. So 3 dice. Yes, no. Yes, no. The second one is a yes again. So no encounters by this result, but yes, it is closed magically. Okay, somehow we have to move through the door. I just say that Opharis, as a high wizard, as an experienced and learned wizard, it is likely that he can open the door. So my question is, can Opharis open this magically sealed door? 2 yes and 1 no die. Yes, yes. No, no, no. No. Okay, no is the highest. No encounter by the results. And, now how to move on if Opharis is not able to open it. Maybe Lelos or Linella, being elves, can help in this case. So now Lelos tries to open it magically, but it needs time, so I will roll for Venderings. 6, okay, nothing special happens. Let's see if Lelos is able to open. What are the odds? Okay, he's not a wizard, but he has divine power and he's an elf, so I say it is likely. And 2 yes and 1 no dice. Okay, it is not just a no, but something else happens. Let's roll for an encounter. 6, a new result. A medium-sized brown spider spins a message in its web in front of their eyes. Aha! Okay, at first I was afraid of the spider, but it is not a fight. And we already read that in this corridor there are cobwebs hanging from the ceiling, so it makes sense that a spider appears in one of these webs. Is the message a solution to help opening the door? I go with even. Oh, okay, so the words are totally not about the door, I guess, because my question was wrong. So let's create another question about this. Okay, let's move with an easier question, and again with even odds. Is the spider hostile? Yes or no? Yes, okay, now we have to fight against a spider. Let's look for a spider in the Core 4 AD book. We have a weird monster, a giant spider, that's what we will use here. So the giant spider is there, they recognized it, but suddenly this spider, sewing some message to its web, suddenly look at them and attacks. And let's look for the marching order. It can attack Linella or Piotr. Oh, it has 2 attacks. Okay, so Piotr and Linella both they have to defend. It has 3 life, level 5, 2 treasure, no treasure rolls. Treasure rolls. This wasn't vendering. It comes out from the web, so I imagine that in the web we can find some treasures. So I will apply the 2 treasure rolls if we can manage to survive. Characters taking a wound must save versus level 3 poison or lose an additional life. Due to the spider's webbing, the party may not withdraw from this fight unless they cast a fireball spell to burn the webs. Okay, so Piotr and Linella have to defend. Let's do the 2 rolls in the same row. Oh, 5 and 1. Okay, Piotr defended successfully because it is 7 in total, but Linella couldn't save herself. I mean, she lost 1 health point. So now we can attack. Lelos cannot attack from the background, he doesn't have any ranged weapons or solutions. Opharis can use Fireball or Lightning. Fireball can clear the webs too, but we don't need it at the moment. So I think Opharis will use its Lightning spell. Let's roll for this Lightning. Attack. 3 plus 1 as level 1 for spellcasting is 4, but the spider is level 5. Now Opharis used the prepared lightning spell. Okay, now Piotr can attack with his sword. 5, great. 5 plus 1 with his level is 6, so he manages to cut 1 leg of the spider, and now it has only 2 life points. It is the spider's round again, so Piotr and Linella have to defend. 1 and 4, great. One is an instant failure, so Piotr has 4 health, and Linella rolled 4 plus 1 with the armor is 5. It is not enough. Okay, Linella has now 3 health points. No problem, we can move on and attack. Piotr is the first to attack with his sword. Oh no, okay. And now Linella, now with her sword, 2 plus 1, 3, far away from hit. Defend again. 4 and 6. 6 is success, so Linella defended herself. Piotr 4 plus 1 plus 1, 6, enough. Okay, our turn to attack again. Let's roll for Piotr with the sword. 6, great! 6 plus 4 is 10. 10, sorry, where I clicked. 10, and it is level 5 and has 2 health, 2 life points, so it is enough for both. So Piotr grabbed his sword and made 1 hit from the right and another hit from the left, and with these 2 hits the spider is gone. Yay! Now let's look for the webs for the 2 treasures. First treasure, 5, okay. 1 item of jewelry worth 3d6 times 10 gold pieces, okay. 3d6 times 10. So a jewelry worth 70. Linella will be the one bringing this home. So a jewelry worth 70 gold pieces. And the other treasure is 1, which is d6 gold. 1 gold piece. They give this 1 gold piece to Piotr, a reward for him not stealing the coins from the previous room. Okay, we killed the giant spider, and it was a weird monster, so we have an XP roll. Actually, Piotr was the one doing this fight, so Piotr will level up. Okay, now I just put the level behind his name in bracket. I wasn't prepared for level up. And now he has 8 health at max and 5 actually. Yeah, that's all. Okay, now we have a level 2 warrior and a closed door. Can they find the key to the door in the webs? And the spider is somehow connected to the door because it started to write some things, so I say it is likely in the webs, some kind of key or solution how to open the door. So yes, yes, no are the 3 dice. Let's roll. 5, 6, 5. 6 is a yes, so yes, they find how to open the door in the webs, and an encounter happens because these are high rolls all. So let's roll d8. 8. Ooh, ooh, ooh. An echo spirit mimics the last character to speak. The 3rd time this encounter is rolled, a full-bodied clone of the speaker emerges and attacks the original player. So we have to fight against the spirit of Piotr. I mean, a mimic spirit of Piotr. Okay, let's do this this way, that we have a level 2 Piotr with 5 health points, and it will attack once, but with plus level it attacks the original player. Okay, so first of all, Piotr has to make a defense roll against himself. Okay, I like it. Let's roll for defense. 5. Great. Piotr defended himself versus the level 2 Piotr ghost. And now we can attack. I imagine that Piotr is a little bit surprised, but at least this much annoyed. So he is the first one attacking his ghost. 5 plus 2 now with level 2. So it is 7, which is enough for 3 health points. Okay, now the spirit Piotr has 2 health points left. Okay, now the others can attack. We are still in this corridor, and this means that Linella is the only other one who can attack. 5 plus 1 with her sword. 6. Great, it is enough. So they managed to kill this ghost Piotr, and I think I would go with the weird monster rules, so someone has an XP roll. Linella was the other one participating in the fight, so Linella will roll for level up. Yes, level up. Okay, now we have the original characters of the story being level 1, but Piotr and Linella gained new experiences fighting in this unusual environment, so they became more strong. Now she has 6 health at max and 4 actually. Okay, so it was a yes for finding the key or the solution how to move through the door, and now we arrive to this strange garden. A gnarled tree, its roots sprawling across the floor, stands at the center of an underground garden. There are 5 moss-covered stone steps. Each step bears a cryptic word that refers to each of Elysara's odysseys. By placing them in chronological order, the tree's roots will shift, revealing a hidden passage down a ladder. Any player that places their hand upon the tree and gives it a memory will receive a treasure of equal value at the DM's discretion. The player no longer remembers what it gave to the tree of knowledge, but they do remember that there was an exchange. Oh, it is interesting. Why would any player put their hand up on the tree? Okay, so first of all, we have these 5 moss-covered stone steps. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is here. And we have to find the chronological order, the correct chronological order, to reveal the hidden passage under the roots. Okay, of course, we remember that in room number 5, there was the series of paintings about Elysara's journey. So we can move back, memorize it, and move to the garden again, and put the tiles to the correct order. So let's move back, because they didn't care about memorizing each steps. So the whole team goes back through the corridor. So I will have to roll for wandering encounters for the corridor first. Oh, something is happening on the corridor. Number 1. What is the result of 1? A small flock of flying books swoop down to attack explorers. Okay, a small flock of flying books. I will go with the bats from the core book. Okay, let's see how many flying books are these vampire bats. 3d6. 11. Okay. Level 1, no treasure spells are cast at -1 due to their distracting shrieking. Yeah, due to their distracting flapping of pages. And they attack, it says. Yeah, attack explorers. Okay, first of all, 11 defense roll. 4 defense roll at first. They are level 1, so... Oh! They are level 1, so they fail only rolling on ones. And it happened that Lelos and the first and second, Lelos and Opharis failed it. Okay, that was only 4 books. Let's see the next 4. Great, we defended this time. And last time Opharis won't participate, so 3 rolls for the 3 other characters, and they saved. Okay, now we can attack. And we are they are flying. I mean, we are in a corridor, but they are flying, so they can fly over our heads, and I guess in this way all are able to participate and fight back. So it was a surprise, and Linella is holding the sword, so that's how we do it. First of all, Lelos with the 2-handed mace against flying books. 6, great! +1 is 7, +1 for the mace is 8, great, 8. So 11 minus 8 is 3 books what we have left. So Lelos from the back, from the front, anyway, he swings his huge mace over and over the others' heads in the air, and managed to destroy 8 books out of the 11. Okay, now it is time for the others' attack, and Opharis could use a fireball, but only 3 books left, so I will go with Piotr and his sword. 3? Yeah, it is enough. They are level 1, and with the plus level modification it is more than enough. Okay, no treasure, and these were vermin, so we don't have to track that we killed these small flock of flying books. Okay, now, so we are here in the 3rd room, I'm in the corridor, and we have to go back to room number 5. So the team moves there and starts inspecting the landscapes and memorize the correct order. Let's roll if some wandering encounters happen. Oh yeah, so the 8, what is it? 4, a new result. 4. A nearby vine snares the character with the highest intelligence and begins to pull it toward the tree of knowledge. The highest intelligence is Lelos or Opharis. Okay, I will roll. Let's do it a simple way. So if the result is odd, then Lelos is the one. If the result is even, then Opharis is the one. It is odd, so Lelos is the one who grabbed by this vine, and guys, something is happening, and he starts to move away from the others and out of the room to the corridor. In the meantime, the others memorized the correct order, so they could run after Lelos and help him fighting this vine, maybe. First of all, we are suddenly out in the corridor. Let's see if there is anything else happening there. Nothing else. Okay, at least nothing else there. And then the door is opened, so actually Lelos is pulled to the tree of knowledge, but as he arrives, he touches the tree. Any player that places their hand up on the tree and gives it a memory will receive a treasure of equal value. Lelos, arriving by the vine to the bottom of this tree, has a strange feeling. He feels that he can give this tree the memory of the order of the journey, and in exchange, he can get something, a treasure. It is a valuable memory because this is the key to move to the last room of this underground library, but Lelos knows that the others have the information they need, so Lelos can lose this memory safely, and it is valuable, so I guess that the tree will give some magic reward to Lelos in exchange for the memory. Let's roll on the magical treasure table of the core book. 4, which is a magic weapon. Okay, roll d6 to determine its type. 4. Oh, where it is? 4. 4, 5 slashing hand weapon. Okay, so it's a magical sword. How it looks like. Lelos, arriving to the tree, realizing that he has a valuable memory, but not so valuable for him as it is for the dungeon. And he chooses to lose this memory. And suddenly, he just remembers that he remembers something, but he cannot remember it anymore. And one of the roots of the tree moves away, and he can pull a magical sword out of the ground under the root of the tree. Okay, great. And who will use this magical sword? I mean, it can be Lelos' sword, but he doesn't have a shield, so maybe to Linella, because it is an ancient elfish sword. We can see the ornament, and we have another sword, a common sword, but we can sell it later. Oh, we are again in the same room, so I have to roll if something Wandering Encounter is happening or not. 3, okay, nothing else happens here. And now we can move to room number 7. So the others in the meantime put the moss-covered stone steps to the correct order, and the tree's roots shift, revealing a hidden passage down a ladder. Okay, let's move down and let's see what is in the last room. Climbing down the ladder, players find a solitary room in which earthen roots weave across the walls. A simple desk and chair sit in the center of the room. A single note, its edges tinged with age, rests upon the table. Had the players Elysara's final letter. Okay, so now it is time to uncover this secret part. As I see, it won't be easy to read. I mean, this is a perfect font for handwriting. Okay, as dawn approaches, I find myself compelled to share a secret this very place has held close for far too long. The burden I carry has become a weight too heavy to bear alone, and perhaps by sharing my tale, a solution might present itself. Though hope dwindles with each halving moon. For generations, this library has served as a sanctuary for lost knowledge, a haven for whispered lore and forgotten histories. It was within these hallowed halls that the mantle of keeper was faced onto me, a responsibility I embraced with both severance and something. Yet fate, it seems, had a different path in store. One starlit evening, amidst the stacks, I stumbled upon a peculiar sight. A single withered seed newelled within the pages of an ancient tome. Curiously, that insatiable companion of all keepers urged me to plant it. With tender care, I nourished it not with water and sunlight, but with the forgotten melodies and verses that echoed within these walls. Each word whispered, each verse recited, coaxed the seed forth, a new leaf unfurling with every syllable. Slowly, steadily, the seedling grew, its branches searching for the library's vaulted ceiling, its leaves with the whispers of the forgotten lore. Driven by a scholar's curiosity, I experimented with the knowledge tree, Simple offerings like forgotten lullabies yielded minor gifts from the tree. But as I dove deeper, offering cherished memories of my village and mentor, the gifts grew extraordinary. A hidden map of an enchanted staff. A horrifying truth emerged. The tree's power mirrored the value of the sacrificed memory. A terrifying vision unfolded. Warlords bartering memories for armies, sorcerers sacrificing love for forbidden magic. The knowledge tree, a haven for lost lore, could become a tool for devastation. Aha! Destroying the tree was unthinkable. It was a gift, a beacon in the vast unknown. Yet, leaving it unguarded was an even greater risk. In the end, with a heart heavy with sorrow, I made a choice. I, Elysara, keeper of the Forgotten Library, will sacrifice my own memories of this place, the very foundation of my being, and pour them into the knowledge tree. The library will fade from my mind, a necessary price to ensure its continued existence. Oh, tomorrow I leave. I walk away from the love of my life, from the very essence of who I am, all to protect the knowledge this library holds. May whoever finds this letter understand the sacrifice made, and may they find a way to safeguard the power that now resides within the walls of the Forgotten Library. With a heart edged with sorrow, Elysara the Forgotten Keeper. Oh my, what a story! Poor Elysara, or how to say, I mean, I really feel that it was his life that he had to save the Tree of Knowledge and the library and this whole installment. What now? I mean, what now? There are 3 possible endings of this game, as I mentioned in the very beginning, and I haven't copied the 3 possible endings here yet because I felt that after reading the letter, after exploring all the rooms, I will know the end, but now I don't know. I mean, here are 4 characters, here is a party, knowing the biggest secret of the world maybe, and until that point I didn't think about the possibilities of the Tree of Knowledge, that how it's said it can destroy the world because anybody can exchange their memories to important things like a warlock changes memories for an army to be able to destroy the world. So it is a hard decision, and now I can imagine with sitting a team around the table, being in this situation with all the 4 characters, 4 players, and we have to make a decision. Now I have to make a decision. If we just walk away with the knowledge, with the books we found, with Elysara's journal we found, risking the safety of our whole world. Or the other thing is what Elysara did. We can touch the Tree of Knowledge, offer the memory of this place, and the thing is that Elysara made a huge sacrifice, and I'm not sure if Lelos and Opharis, who has the same story as Elysara, they spent years to find this place. This is kind of their fate to be here. But how can they make this sacrifice what Elysara did before them? Piotr and Linella, they understand this dilemma, but not really involved. I mean, Piotr and Linella instantly says that, of course, we can make this sacrifice. We are not so interested in books and library and history and knowledge. So they are on the side that, yes, they have to sacrifice the memory of this place. What they will get in exchange? Now it is time to decide what Lelos and Opharis thinks about this tree of knowledge and the sacrifices. I guess they are smart enough and they are experienced enough to realize that they cannot go away with this knowledge. The question is if one of them will stay here and guard this place as long as they can before feeling maybe too old and follow Elysara's way. It is really a hard decision, and now I will use the oracle. I will use the oracle for Lelos. I mean, Elysara was an elf. It is an elfish space. We are in the elfish woods where we found this Forgotten Library. So it is kind of an easy argument between Lelos and Opharis that Opharis has to leave. And let's see what Lelos is thinking. The odds are even. I totally don't know what to decide. So I will roll with the question: does Lelos stay here to guard this place until he will old, not to trust himself anymore, really? I mean, able to guard this place, and he will follow Elysara's route. So, staying or leaving with the others and forget about this library now. If it is, it can be just a simple roll. If it is odd, then Lelos will stay. If it is even, then Lelos will leave. I don't know if there is a possible ending for this mixed solution. Maybe they are able to speak to Lelos to come with them. There are traps, there are many magical defenses. Okay, they talk Lelos and they all go up on the ladder, touch the tree. What will be in exchange? I guess magic treasures. 1 magic treasure. Or it is by character. Okay, 4 magic treasures. 4 magic treasures, it's too much. But it is a huge sacrifice. It is a huge sacrifice for Lelos and Opharis. So, Lelos and Opharis will get magic treasures in exchange for their memory about the Forgotten Library, while Piotr and Linella will receive average normal treasures. Okay, so they climb up on the ladder, arriving back to the tree, and we are over this huge door, so I won't roll for any wandering encounters. And they touch the tree together all at once, and they feel that they are not sure where they are. How the hell will they get out? Passing the shrieking portraits if they won't remember they are shrieking. Okay. Let's solve it easily. They will remember until leaving the place. Yeah, that can work. Okay, so they touch, all the 4 touch the tree in the same time, and they feel that their memory starts to fade away. They know they will know the way out. They will know how to leave this place, but as soon as they arrive to the forest, out of the hollow in the trunk, they will lose all the memories where they were in the last few hours. Let's roll what they get from the tree and what they can bring with themselves to home. Let's roll for the general treasures at first. So a roll for Piotr, 3, and the roll for the elf, it is 6. Oh, okay, it will be a magical treasure. Okay, I rolled both because 3 is a scroll. Yeah, scroll with a random spell. Actually, Piotr can use it too. Where is the table? Here is the random spell table. So let's see what is on the scroll. Number 6. Oh, it is a protect, scroll of protection. Okay, and now magic treasure roll for Linella. Number 5. It is a potion of healing, okay. And then a magic treasure roll for Lelos. 6. Fireball staff, great. Only wizards may use it. Okay, let's roll for the other magic treasure and maybe they exchange. It is number 5, which is a potion of healing. Okay, so Lelos will have the potion of healing, and Opharis will have the, what was it, fireball staff? Yeah, fireball spell twice. Okay, so here it is. And now it is time to see what is the result of the whole game. Legends whisper of a time after the Forgotten Keeper's sacrifice. Years rolled by, and the tree of knowledge, nourished by the library, flourished. Its branches reached upwards through the roof, bidding an enchanted forest rise up from the soil. Miraculous discoveries bloomed, lost healing techniques, forgotten languages of diplomacy, and whispers of ancient pacts that fostered peace. This newfound knowledge ushered in an era of unprecedented harmony for all who dwelled near the forest, a testament to the keeper's ultimate sacrifice. And this is how our story ends. I hope you enjoyed it. I totally enjoyed it. I liked the whole environment, the whole story of Elysara, and this almost heartbreaking sacrifice at the end we just knew. And it started as a fun little adventure with shrieking portraits and journal answering our questions or not answering our questions. So it was fun until the very end, because it became a kind of sad story. But as my party also made the sacrifice, they saved the knowledge in the library, and they changed the look of the forest after thousands of years. So they don't know about it, but kind of a good solution to the story. I hope you enjoyed it. We managed to kill a weird monster and another weird monster as Piotr's ghost, and 2 minions. So if I will move along with this party without any memories about this adventure, it is so strange to think about it. We will have to on the mini encounters. And of course they left they left Elysara's journal in the library, as well as the books they found, because they just don't know where it is and where it is from and why it is with them. So they just drop it on their way out. Yeah, that was it. Thanks for joining me to this adventure, and I hope you enjoyed this type of game. As you can see, this is how you can use the 4 Against Darkness rules and the system with an oracle and with a pre-made story. I felt that I'm more of a storyteller, more of the GM, but with these oracle roles, it made me really interesting, and it was a good story. I really liked it. And this is just one ending of the 3 possible ones. So I put the link to download the Forgotten Library of Elysara story to the description, so you can try it for yourself. And as you can see, there are other roles in the encounters table and the books table, and of course it is your story, so you can give other interpretation for the books, for example, they found, if they will remember they found these books. See you next time. Have fun playing your games. Bye.